Hello, students. In this segment, we are going to look at our signpost called Memory Moment. So, as you are aware, a memory moment is when the author interrupts the action to tell you about a memory. And when this happens, you as the reader need to stop and ask yourself, why might this memory be important? A lot of times it can lead to understanding the theme, the conflict, and possibly it could foreshadow what would happen later in the story. So we're going to look at a clip from Star Wars. Of course, we're looking at Star Wars, right? So this is from episode 6, The Return of the Jedi. And Luke and Leia have removed themselves from the celebration. There's a celebration that the Ewoks are throwing for C-3PO, who they have claimed to be a, a deity, which is a god. And so there is a celebration. So there is action happening. And as you know, a memory moment means that the author is interrupting the action to tell about a memory. So Luke and Leia have moved over to the side and they're having begin a conversation. And so Luke starts the conversation by asking Leia about her mother. So let's take a look at a little bit of this clip to get started about what a memory moment is and how we can see it in this movie.
Luke, what's wrong?
Leia, do you remember your mother? Your real mother?
Just a little bit. She died when I was very young.
What do you remember?
Just images, really. Feelings.
Tell me.
She was very beautiful. Kind. But sad. Why are you asking me this?
I have no memory of my mother.
So in this piece, he's asking Leia about her mother and then also acknowledging that he doesn't have any memory of his own mother. So we ask ourselves, why is this memory of their mother so important? Why would they leave the celebration and talk about memories? And you'll notice also, if you heard Luke say, what do you remember about your mother? And then she says just bits and pieces. And then he says, I have no memory of her. So both of those words are trigger words for you to understand that, oh, here's a memory moment that we need to pay attention to. So let's go ahead and continue with their conversation.
Never knew her.
Luke, tell me, what's troubling you?
Vader is here. Now, on this moon.
How do you know?
I felt his presence. He's come for me. He can feel when I'm near. That's why I have to go. As long as I stay, I'm endangering the group and our mission here. I have to face him.
Why?
So if you notice, the memory moment that they spoke about with his mother and her mother has nothing to do with the conversation that they're having now. So we might ask ourselves, why is Luke trying to leave? And then all of a sudden he has a question to Leia about her mother. And then the story continues about him leaving and having to fight Vader. Well, that memory moment has a purpose, and you're going to see the purpose in just this next piece.
He's my father.
Your father?
There's more. It won't be easy for you to hear it, but you must. If I don't make it back, you're the only hope for the Alliance.
Luke, don't talk that way. You have a power I don't understand and could never have.
You're wrong, Leia. You have that power, too. In time, you'll learn to use it as I have. The Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. And my sister has it.
So if you notice, he looks directly at Leia when he mentions his sister, and that's a cue for her to really pay attention and to make an inference about the family line.
Yes, it's you, Leia.
I know. Somehow, I've always known.
Then you know why I have to face him.
No. Luke, run away. Far away. If he can feel your presence, then leave this place. I wish I could go with you.
No, you don't. You've always been strong.
But why must you confront him?
Because there is good in him. I felt it. He won't turn me over to the Emperor. I can save him. I can turn him back to the good side. I have to try.
So, interestingly, in this last clip, we might even say that Leia had an aha moment, which is another one of our signposts. An aha moment is when you're reading and suddenly a character realizes, understands, or finally figures something out. In this case, Leia has figured out for herself, with the clues, of course, from Luke, that they are actually brother and sister. But we're going to use a different clip for the aha moment. So let's continue focusing on the memory moment. We're going to ask ourselves, why might this memory be important? This memory of their mother. Well, in this case, it's Luke's way of opening the conversation about both of their parents. And it's also his way of letting Leia know that she does have a power like his. If you recall the quote that she said, "You have a power that I don't understand and could never have." And then that's when he replies with, "You're wrong. You have that power too." And then he goes into the story of, that Vader is his father, and that the Force is strong in his family. His father has it, he has it, and his sister has it. So there's our memory moment. It started with Luke talking to Leia about her mother, and it ends with the revelation that they are actually related, and they both could possibly have the power to defeat the dark side. All right, continue working in your book. Keep looking for the signposts, and as always, use the Force.